Okay, so in our side, we have only one point guard, and he played terrible tonight. So in this situation, it's very important. It's very difficult for us to make organization in offense, to play regular to our basketball. This is our side. On the other side, I saw Zalgiris team that really they play perfect. So I like many young players, very tough, very aggressive. They played correct basketball. They fight for every ball. They are very aggressive, and congratulations. So really, I think that in the beginning of the season, Zalgiris team is one of the best teams that I saw in the first 4 games. That's all.
You mentioned that one of your point guards played terribly today. Was it because of good Zalgiris defense, or it's just bad day for him?
No, okay, so congratulations to Zalgiris game defense like this. But so with this experienced player, so they played many games in this aggressivity against this very good defense. But tonight was terrible.
You came close at the end of third quarter, but then again Zalgiris made a strong run and they closed the game basically at the beginning of fourth quarter. So what happened during that Zalgiris run?
So I think that so we are an offensive team. So Chris Singleton, he made 5 turnovers, so 3 offensive foul on the mismatch inside. So Micic made the turnovers. He missed the shots, open shots, early shots, and then we gave them fast break points. Until then, we get control to the game maybe, but so I didn't have a chance also to keep out too much Micic because we have really a very unexperienced player on the bench in the guard position.
What's the situation with Shane Larkin? Do you know when is he going to come back?
Yes, he will come back 25th in Istanbul after long therapy, and we hope that he will start to play at 30 in the against Olympiacos game. So we miss him too much, especially in these situations that Micic in the beginning of the season, in the 4 games, he played only 1 in Berlin. The other 3 games he played terrible. So now we miss too much Shane Larkin.
Coach, after so many empty seat games, what's the feeling to play in front of 5,000 fans?
5,000 or more?
Only 5.
Okay. So always Zalgiris Arena, it's a great atmosphere. And for us, it's after 7 months to play with this atmosphere, it's really exciting. But now I saw that many of my colleagues are talking in the press conference about the unfair situation this year in the EuroLeague. I believe that this is also unfair because we play on the same competition without home court advantage, without fans. And some teams, they played with fans. And some teams that their country, they didn't let them to play the final of the season in bubble in July when everything was more clear in Europe. Now this country, I saw that, I'm not mean about Lithuania, I saw that the people are coming on the game. So I want to ask if our government will not let us also to play in that situation, what's going on? I want to ask to EuroLeague about this. So I complain again the situation for the unfair of the last season to cancel, and this season that there is no fair situation. So congratulations, there is very nice atmosphere, but so if we play on the same competition, we must play on the same fair situation.
Coach, can you give us an update on Dogish Balbai situation?
Huh?
Dogish Balbai?
Also, he's injured in his ankle. I think that maybe next EuroLeague game he will be ready.
Okay, thank you, coach.
Thank you.
First, right? Okay. So first of all, we're extremely happy about the win. For us in this game, it was very important to start strong because Efes had started all their 3 games extremely strong with extremely good first quarters. So we really emphasized the focus there, and we were very happy that we got off to a good start. The second thing that was important for us, when we took the small lead at half, to come out strong out of the halftime as well. We had a similar scenario in Belgrade, where we didn't come out strong with this little lead. We're happy about that focus there. And yeah, obviously we're happy about the win.
Coach, what do you think? What was the key in such a good flow on the offense and also keeping Anadolu Efes to pretty low numbers?
Yeah. I like to say that, obviously, if we defend well, it's easier on the offensive end. So it started there. I felt the guys were locked in defensively. It is not easy to play pick and roll defense against Efes. They are phenomenal offensive pick and roll team with guards who can look over the defense, with bigs who roll, with weak side movements that are just very well spaced. So that's difficult. But we gave our best, and we had a couple adjustments that we made in the second half, which I thought helped us a little bit. And then it's a little bit easier offensively. But I will say this: it's always in basketball. If you make shots, it's always easier. It's just what it is. It's not even a trick. It's you make shots, everything seems easier. It's easier to focus on the defensive end, etc., etc. So I don't want to make it a science. We made some shots in the beginning, and that helped our confidence.
Coach, how much of a victory during the game was that you guys eliminated Tibor Pleiss from the game, and Brian Dunstan had to play additional minutes in this game? He didn't play so many minutes before in the first 3 games.
I don't know. Obviously, as coming from German basketball, I respect Tibor a lot. I coached Tibor with the German national team, so I know him very well, respect him a lot. And he's a very good basketball player, such a long EuroLeague career. If you look back, probably it helped, but can't say more.
Before the game, you emphasized finding key matchups against Micic, and today you contained him pretty well. So who was that key matchup against him?
Tom in the beginning, Tom, Rokas, and Lucas, right? And it was important to put 3 bodies on him to give different, how should I say, energy, 3 guys kind of sharing the duty on the defensive end was very important.
How do you feel when you see that many fans and that full arena?
Phenomenal. It's like it was only 5,011 fans, and it felt like much more. I think due to the fact that they have to be spread out for the virus, it looks really good. It looks really full. It looks much fuller than 5,000. Now, the look is the one thing. The feeling and the noise is the other thing, right? Like, the noise and the energy that they gave us was phenomenal. We said that in the locker room too. We said, let's use our home fans, to fuel our energy. And I thought the guys did a good job, but a lot of credit goes to the fans.
Coach, talking about the confidence, Nigel Hayes, it seemed like he had some confidence problems in shooting three-pointers, but he started the game so well. How did you try to boost his confidence in order, to trust in himself more?
Two things. I thought, first of all, he shot the ball at 50% last game. He shot 2 out of 4 from three-point line in Belgrade, which helped. And to help him with the confidence, only 2 things. Work a lot on the shots that he will get in the game. And number 2, let him know that as long as it's a good shot, it's important for us that he takes the shots, Otherwise, we get in an offensive disadvantage, So, kind of letting him know that he has to worry about taking the correct shots more than making or missing the shots, we hope helps him.
Talking about the confidence, what makes you confident so much about Rokas Jokubaitis' defensive skills? We are not used to see him guarding such opponents like Jordan Lloyd, like Vasilij Mičić and stuff. So what helps him right now, to be such a good defender against such kind of opponents?
He's got good physical attributes. He's strong, he's pretty tall, and he's fast. So he brings a lot with him to be able to defend good offensive players, and that gives me the confidence that we can have him on those matchups.
Speaking about the game a little bit more, in the third quarter, Efes closed down the deficit, but then again, you finished quarter strong, started fourth quarter as well strong, and you basically clinched the victory. So, could you explain what happened during that stretch?
I've got to watch video. I really don't know. What I do know though is that the group has shown a good quality of staying very focused as things don't go that well. We've had this situation a couple times so far, and they've done a good job of just keeping their head up, keeping their focus, and keep going from there. Detailed now, to be honest, I can't answer the question.
Coach, I think you used 11 players in first 11 or so minutes. How much bench was important in high rotation in this victory?
Yes, you're right. We've used 11 players in every EuroLeague game so far, and it's important. It's important, especially in these double rounds, to to balance minutes in a way. So to answer your question, it was important. Marty Gaben was the last guy who entered the rotation, I believe, in the second quarter, beginning of the second quarter, and then end of the third quarter, and he played well. So stretching the rotation out helps if everybody plays intense, right? So I'll answer the question with yes, it's important for the energy.
Coach, talking with the players after the game, it seemed like maybe that they don't actually realize what are the main reasons behind this such a tremendous start. They have a hard time to explain it. In your eyes, to summarize, what was the key in this such a great season start?
The guys work really well. They're very focused in practice. They're extremely capable of like, you know, doing things that we ask them to do. And by putting those two things together, and then, you know, getting a win in the beginning and getting a second win, then the confidence raises in what they're doing. And if you add all those things up, you know, you give yourself a chance to, you know, compete in these games against these good teams and get some wins.
Coach, can you tell something about your own expectations you had before the start of the season? Now it's 4-0. How does this match up with your expectations?
It sounds like profound, but we really went game by game. I went game by game. There is no other chance for me than to go game by game because it is new for me. Like the LKL is new for me. The LKL games so far have been extremely tough, with extremely, like, you know, like well coached tactically. And then the EuroLeague games, like, we don't have to talk about the quality of the teams. So the only chance for me to approach the season is practice for practice, shoot around for shoot around, game by game.
Okay, thank you, Coach.
Thanks, guys.